Hey guys and girls, welcome to the podcast, live at Chattahoochee Tech. I'm Koya, and I have a special guest today, my boy Nelson.
What's going on?
How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm trying to get over this little
It's like little
sinus.
sickness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have sinuses too, so it's just like yesterday I was just feeling so bad. I don't know what was going on with my body.
Crazy.
But then today is cold, then it might pick up a little bit later.
Right.
I'm like, I can't keep trying to balance the weather and all of that. But well, today's topic is on our upbringing and why we chose to move to Atlanta, because I'm not from here. I'm from Winston-Salem. And so I just want to know, like, where you're from, what made you come down here, and where you see yourself beyond Atlanta.
Okay, so I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. And the reason why I moved here is in 95, my mother passed away.
Okay.
And, at that time, it was my senior year of high school, towards the end of the senior year.
Yeah.
So at the funeral, my auntie came down to the funeral. She had already moved to Atlanta. She had lived here previously, like in the 70s, so she was pretty familiar with the city anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was, while at the funeral, she was just talking about Atlanta and all of that. And I was like, well, listen, when I graduate for the summer, I'm going to come down and hang out with y'all, her and my cousin.
Yeah.
So I graduated, and, I got accepted at a couple colleges to be an architect. But in the meantime, in between time, I was getting in trouble.
Yeah, so you like, I need to get away from it.
I was like, man, I need a break.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to Atlanta to visit. And when I got here, I just fell in love with it. Like, it was warm. Yeah. And it was a culture shock because Atlanta's a primarily chocolate city.
Mm-hmm.
And it was shocking to see affluent black people.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see that where I was from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that was really appealing to me. I was like, wait a minute. You mean tell me I could live like this, or I could get this? And it ain't that, I grew up in the hood or not. I grew up in the hood, but my mother was working, but it's two different types of lifestyle. Yeah, exactly. And I stayed for 2 weeks, and I was like, man, it's sunny. The women beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's trees. You understand what I'm saying? I went home after those 2 weeks. I told my dad, I'm moving to Atlanta. He was like, what? I was like, I'm moving to Atlanta. I packed my stuff up, and the next week I was back on the flight back to Atlanta. And I felt like that was the best thing for me at the time. I was.
You didn't take no time to think about it.
It wasn't nothing to think about.
It's time to go.
Because you know what? I could say now, had I thought about it, I probably wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just like, go. And, I felt like, that was my mother really speaking to me, saying, you got to leave here. It was time. It wasn't nothing there. It was time.
Yeah.
My time was up there, and I love Atlanta. It's been good to me. I mean, ultimately, it's been amazing,
So you've been here for how many years?
I got here in like 96. So what? 96.
So a good 20-something years.
20-something years, yeah.
Because I was born in 98, so.
Yeah, so it's been an amazing ride, and, it not without any pitfalls as well.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did get into some issues here, but.
It wasn't too major.
No, it was major. Yeah, it was major,
okay.
but
it didn't stop you.
It didn't break me.
Yeah.
I'll put it like that. It didn't deter me to want to go back home.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I had to deal with my decisions here, but I was able to maintain, and Atlanta has given me a great lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's how it was for my mom. Like, so we moved down here when I was 5, and she was like 24 or something like that, and she never turned back to North Carolina because she just seen the opportunity. She seen that she didn't have to be in where our family was. She didn't need the help because she was a strong black woman. She just was good. Mm-hmm. It was just me and her. So we was living the life out here. And we like, nah, I don't want to go back down there because just the weather, all of it. And then with me wanting to do film, with her doing project management, this is where we need to be at.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so we've been here for that long, and we never turned back on that one. But I don't see myself just staying here forever
Not me either.
because I'm like, I'm only 24. I still got a whole life to live. I don't want to be stuck in one place and that mindset that, oh, I have to be here because of film, or I have to be here because my mom lives here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to branch out. Me and my girlfriend, we're not going to want to stay down here forever.
As you should. You know, you 24, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost double your age.
Yeah.
So just in living life, I would tell you, travel. As you know, I like to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Travel, see the world. You're gonna have one life. You know, I
You
know
got to live it.
ultimately I don't want to live here forever. To be honest with you, I love Atlanta, but I'm also burnt out on Atlanta too, if that makes sense.
I understand that one.
Because what you find out is real superficial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people that's doing good, and there's a lot of people that look like they doing
Yeah, they
good.
put on that
You know what I mean?
facade for social media, for everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
And they know they're not living that life, baby.
Right. Right.
You know it.
But ultimately, you know, me and my wife talk all the time, man. I want to automate my life, and I want to live abroad.
Okay.
I want to live abroad. I want to maybe live, as you know, like I'm building a house in Ghana, West Africa right now. And, you know, I might want to live there for 3 months, and then I might want to go to Colombia for 2 months, and
Yeah.
then we might go to Korea.
You just want to have that experience and
Exactly.
just live your life.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's the ultimate goal for me.
Because I was thinking about Greece. I'm like, I know it's going to be a culture shock and a change, but I'm like, I'm down for whatever. But I was thinking about how I would be able to maneuver when it comes to like film if I move out of the country, because I'm used to how it works here in a way. So I don't know how I would adjust to it.
Well, I think certain techniques is universal in film.
Okay.
You're gonna always have framing and writers, and you know what I mean, the cameras and all
It's
of that.
more. It's probably more of I'm thinking about it like connection wise, because you go somewhere that you don't know nothing about. You don't know nobody, so you're trying to figure out like how am I gonna get into this part of my career if I don't have the foundation in this area.
You do have the foundation though. It's
What
like
you
having a canvas. You just go somewhere and then you paint your picture.
Okay, yeah, you're
You
right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The foundation is here. We learning it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have great instructors. We have everything we need. By the time you leave this program, you're going to be equipped to go take these principles and apply them
Yeah.
anywhere. I know for me, like when I was just in Colombia, and we went to a town called Palenque. It's the first free black area for slaves, the very first where black people with slaves was actually free. And I want to go there and shoot a documentary.
Okay.
So I talked to the people, they agreed and everything. So I'm going to be working on that. So, but while I was there, they was shooting a movie right on the beach by our hotel.
Oh,
The man was flying the drone and everything. So they was doing the same thing that we do. You know what I mean? You might can't speak the language. You might have to learn the language, but
Yeah.
you know, English is universal too. So you're going to be able to apply these principles in any situation.
Yeah. I think sometimes it be people's nerves and just trying something new and doing something new in another area. So I think that's just what it is for me.
Yeah.
But well, that's our topic for today. Just learning about each other's past and why we chose Atlanta. And it's your girl Koya.
I'm Nelson.
And this is the podcast Live at Chat.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.